Hi everyone, this afternoon I want to review with you how to classify types of chemical bonds. So we're here on page 10 of the chapter 16 packet right now, and we also have a periodic table out that we need to use to determine whether the elements within each compound are nonmetals or metals, which is most of the periodic table. So that's why I just reviewed with you how to tell the difference. Here, let's take a look at the first compound, which is calcium chloride. You need to check and see if the first element is a metal or non-metal. The first one here is calcium. Calcium is element with the atomic number 20, so it's right here on the left side of the periodic table. Remember, everything that is to the left or below the staircase is a metal, with the exception of hydrogen, which is our non-metal over here. So because it starts with calcium, which is a metal, and calcium is bonded to chlorine, which is a non-metal, that is an ionic bond. It says up here in the instructions that ionic bonds are metal and non-metal. So this first one is an ionic bond between those two elements. The next compound, number 2, carbon dioxide. The carbon happens to be element number 6, and oxygen is element number 8. They're both up here in above the staircase or to the right of the staircase, which makes them both nonmetals. When a nonmetal bonds to a nonmetal, we call that a covalent bond. Remember, the prefix co means share. So the carbon and the oxygen are sharing electrons. That's how that chemical bond forms. The compound number 3 is water, H2O. Hydrogen, remember, is our one exception over here on this metal side of the periodic table. So because hydrogen is bonded to another non-metal, that makes it another covalent bond. Now, compound number 4 here is a tricky one. It's not best classified as ionic or covalent, but actually both. And another word for that is polyatomic. The prefix poly means many, so many atoms. As you can see by counting the capital letters here, there are 3 different elements in this compound. Sorry, that was a long bell. So in this compound, there are 3 capital letters, so that's polyatomic or both, covalent and ionic. If we just quickly skim down and take a look and see if we can find any other very large compounds that have more than 2 capital letters, we find one here at number 7. And if you want to pause this and take a quick look down your list, see if you can find any compounds that have 3 or more. That would include compound number 12, compound number 15, and compound number 17 are all polyatomic or chemically bonded both ways. There we go. So almost halfway done already. So what we need to do for the rest of these, now that we've identified which ones are polyatomic, so for the rest of them we just need to determine whether they're ionic or covalent. Remember, if both elements in the compound are above the staircase and or hydrogen, then that is, of course, a covalent bond. The other kind I like to think of this ionic bond as opposites attract, because metals and nonmetals are generally on the other opposite sides of the periodic table. So if we look at the first element here, K is for potassium. That's a metal bonded to the nonmetal oxygen, so that would be an ionic bond. The next one is sodium fluoride, NaF. Sodium is on the left side of the periodic table, and it's not hydrogen, so sodium is also an ionic bond. We already did number 7, so let's take a look at number 8. CH4 is carbon hydrogen, which are both nonmetals, when a nonmetal and a nonmetal bond. That is, of course, a covalent bond. The next one, sulfur and oxygen. Sulfur and oxygen are both nonmetals, so another covalent bond. And for the last one, lithium is element number 3 over here on the left side of the periodic table, and it's not hydrogen, so lithium is a metal bonded to bromine, which is a nonmetal, and that makes it an ionic bond. Just to give the other ones a try, so you can pause this, give the other ones a try. And if hopefully you've tried these and are just checking your answers now. For number 11, I got ionic because that's a metal and a nonmetal. Oh, this one's tough. It is not HCl, it's HC lowercase l. So that makes it, remember, hydrogen is a nonmetal. Chlorine is also a nonmetal, so that one's covalent. Next one for number 14, that's a K and a capital I. The K is a metal and the I is a non-metal, so that is ionic. For this one I got covalent. They're both non-metals. Oops. covalent. Sorry, got a little distracted there. And then for the last 3, let's see, I got ionic, covalent, and covalent. If you have any questions, please come see me as soon as possible so that we can get you ready for Friday's quiz. Thanks for watching and have a great day.